You feel it before you notice it. A cold breeze, a sad song, someone's voice cracking during a wedding speech. And suddenly the hair on your arms stands straight up. You call it goosebumps. But here is what almost nobody tells you. That tiny reaction is not really about your arms at all. It is a message from a version of you that stopped existing thousands of years ago. Somewhere inside your body, a message is still being sent to muscles you cannot even flex on command. Each one sits at the base of a single hair follicle. Scientists call them erector pili muscles. Think of them as tiny drawstrings, hidden under your skin, tugging each hair upright the instant your brain gives the signal. You never asked for this. You cannot stop it either. So why is it still there? To understand that, you have to go back. Long before clothing, before houses, before fire kept you warm at night, your ancestors were covered in thick fur. When the temperature dropped, those same tiny muscles pulled every hair upright. That trapped a thin layer of warm air close to the skin, like a built-in blanket. It worked. It kept early humans alive through freezing nights they had no other way to survive. But fur does something else too. Ethologists studying how animals communicate fear and aggression have long pointed to something you have probably seen in a frightened cat. Its fur puffs out. Its whole body suddenly looks bigger. That is not an accident. It is a survival trick. A smaller animal, faced with a predator, can look larger in an instant, just by raising its fur. For a moment, it might be enough to make a hunter think twice. Your body still runs this exact same program, even though you lost most of your fur long ago. When something threatens you, or startles you, or simply moves you emotionally, your nervous system fires the same ancient signal. Adrenaline surges, tiny muscles contract, hair rises. It happens whether you are facing a genuine threat or just watching a movie scene that hits a little too close to home. That is the strange part. Goosebumps were built for cold and danger, but somewhere along the way, they started responding to something else entirely: emotion. Psychologist Robert Zionk studied how deeply emotion is wired into your body's automatic responses, long before your conscious mind even catches up. His research suggested your body often reacts before you have fully processed what is happening. A swell of music, a memory surfacing unexpectedly, a stranger's act of pure kindness. None of these are physically dangerous, yet your skin responds as if something enormous just happened. Neuroscientist Robert Zatorre took this further, studying what happens inside the brain when powerful music triggers chills down your spine. Using brain scans, he found that the exact same reward circuits that respond to food and to other pleasures your body considers essential light up during those goosebump moments. Your body is not confused. It is telling you something matters. It is treating a beautiful melody with the same internal urgency it once reserved for survival. So every time you feel that shiver crawl up your arms during a film's final scene, you are not imagining a deeper meaning. You are watching a 5 million-year-old alarm system get repurposed for something it was never originally designed for: awe, nostalgia, connection. Here is the part that makes it stranger still. Not everyone gets them. Some people almost never experience goosebumps from music or emotion, no matter how powerful the moment. Researchers have found that people who tend to feel chills more easily often also score higher on measures of openness, the personality trait linked to imagination and emotional depth. Your goosebumps might be quietly revealing something about how deeply you let the world in. Think about the last time it happened to you. Maybe it was a stranger's small act of generosity. Maybe it was the first note of a song that meant something once. Maybe it was standing somewhere so vast, a mountain range or an open night sky, that your whole body seems to react before your mind found the words. Your arms did not know the difference between an ancient predator and a memory. They just knew something mattered enough to answer. You cannot summon this reaction on purpose. Not really. You cannot force your skin to care. That is what makes it so honest. Long before you can explain why a moment feels significant, your body has already cast its vote. And that is the real mystery here. A defense mechanism built to make you look bigger to a predator became one of the only physical proofs you have that something has truly moved you.